I really don't know why it's taking so long for the truth to come out and for it to reach who it needs to be. But once you have been reaching out to Roy Blunt, Eric Schmidt, the Republicans, the feds, Lee Merritt, Sean King, Al Sharpton, NAACP, ACLU, Dr. Phil, Ellen DeGeneres. What else do you do? When you have so much evidence against Columbia Police Department, Columbia Public School District, Juvenile Detention Center, the Section 8 office, the Sheriff's Department, the University Hospital, Women's and Children's Hospital. Where is the justice for the families whose children were in a shooting? Where is the love and the support and the help for the ones that didn't lose their children? They're still here, but they still need help. What about us who can't go back to our house? Who can't drive our car? Who had to get another one? Who had to leave state? Because the police department tell you once they catch the boys, and it could be up to 4 to 6 months, that it will be first-degree assault. How do you get first-degree assault when it's premeditation and attempted murder? How can Lieutenant Alpers just tell me that they don't have jurisdiction to do premeditation and attempted murder? What? So now y'all lying. How does the lieutenant lose or forgets that he had a whole conversation to you about a phone on a recording? How do you guys lose the recording that's in evidence that Lieutenant Alpers has? Shonda Hamilton was there. Reverend Gray was there. I know they're not going to get on the stand and lie. So come on. The war is in me. The fight is in me. And I said I want justice for my kids. Stop looking at us because of the color of our skin. Start looking at us because we are literally citizens looking out and wanting to come for help. And we need you guys. Stop sugarcoating and putting shit under the rug like shit ain't real life happening to us in America. Stop thinking about the simple fact that we are struggling. It's hard out here. It's hard for everybody. Everybody has a story, whether you want to tell it or not. God said this battle is not mine, it's the Lord's. So at this point in time, I got to put it in God's hands and let God just lead the way, because he know what's right and what's wrong for me. Because I would have never went through already 3 different lawyers if they wasn't good. They wasn't good for me. God didn't think they was good for me. That's why I ain't got them now. And when I started fighting my case alone in June of last year, God knew he wanted me to fight alone and get stronger so I can fight back against the system and the devils that come along with it. The system is a cruel, crooked game. You go through a lot of shit, and if you can't handle it, they will eat you alive. But once you start speaking up and speaking the truth and speaking to their ass like you got some sense, they'll start understanding and thinking more clearly like, dang, this girl is not playing. And they will have a better understanding on who and what and why you shouldn't talk to them that way. But once you don't, if you continue to be silenced, they will keep on running over you and getting over on you and telling you what you gonna do and telling you what you gonna do and how you gonna live and where you gonna go. Stop doing that. We grown out here. It's a different generation. This generation ain't built up on the same generation we was built up on. So the things these kids go through in life, we don't even understand it. We may understand it, but we don't want to deal with it. We may want to deal with it, but we don't want to talk about it. We may want to sit down and talk about it, but we don't have the time for it. But it's time out for all of that because the system is trying to take our kids. It was 80-something% that was suspended in the community in Columbia, Missouri. 80% were blacks that were suspended before the COVID hit. 90% were blacks that was in the juvenile detention center before the COVID hit. That were blacks. Stop playing with me. Something is wrong with the system. Something is wrong with the system when you have 5 complaints against the police department. All 3, well, these last 3, they hold and they investigate and talking about something they still not done. The last one was done in December. How you still not done? And it's May. That's what I'm saying about Chief Jones. Where you at when you need help? Where's the help and the support for the peoples whose families have been shot? What about your 13-year-old daughter who they released from the hospital 2 days later, didn't even have a security guard behind her door, and she was under a password name and allowed other people to come back there for 2 hours? Why they didn't even ask him what their name, registration, or nothing was? How is that legal? How is it legal that the Section 8 was able to get over like they did? It's not. So I'm fighting back. And I need you guys to help me fight back because I'm tired. I'm sick of it. And I'm angry. I'm a mad black woman. Not in an abusive relationship, but I'm a mad black woman because I'm so tired of people looking at my past, and people looking at my criminal past, and people looking at my drug addiction of what I used to be on. Yes, I am clean 6 years. May 27th, I will be clean 6 years from crack cocaine. May 27th, I will be 11 years clean off of heroin. I don't have no shame in what I've been through in my life. I don't care what I've been through in my life. That's not who I am today. And that's what people fail to realize is this. Once you learn growth and development, once you hit rock bottom and you understand that your life is unmanageable and you cannot survive and go on without a breaking point, that's when you understand what growth and development is. So with that being said, I need everybody on my YouTube channel to please go to my TikTok page, Can, K-A-N, May, M-A-Y, 1, and subscribe to my channel. And also go to my YouTube channel, subscribe, Candace Holmes-barnes. Go to change.org, sign my petition, because at the end of the day, that's what's going to help me win my case. That's what's going to help me get to the top. That's what's going to help me let my haters come in and really reveal who they really are before I even get where I'm at and where I'm going. Because God going to reveal who don't mean me no good before I even get there, so I can remove them and get them on out of there like a graveyard. You know what I'm saying? And please, with everything in me, even if you can't give anything, just sharing my GoFundMe page, my website, or donating in my GoFundMe on my website will be greatly appreciated. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what the days hold. We literally living day by day. You know what I'm saying? How does a person go viral over 20-something days in her own town, and her own town won't even put her in the newspapers because it's injustice, and they don't want to know about it, and they don't want to talk about it, and they don't want the world to know about it? Well, guess what? Candace Holmes-barnes is here to tell you there's a new sheriff in town by the name of Candace Holmes-barnes. And I said, assault first degree ain't good enough for attempted murder and premeditation that they tried to do to my daughter. So with that being said, with everything in me, I'm going to fight against who I got to fight against to get justice for my children. Because we will not be labeled as blacks, African Americans. You will not criticize me, judge me of the color of my skin. You will treat me like I am a citizen. I'm a person. I'm an individual. I'm a human, and I want justice.